Hi, welcome to another JA Classic video. Today we're going to be doing the front HiLos. So I fitted a refurbished subframe when I did an engine change, and I got new red dot suspension cones, and they've dropped, which they will. So currently we've got about 5 centimeters on the driver's side, and we've got about 4 centimeters on the passenger side. Now, yesterday I could barely get 2 fingers under there. Now obviously I'm on an incline here now, so that might make a bit of a difference, but you know, you should be able to get 3 fingers in there. But I know these need to be lifted. The other problem I've got is my wheel is catching on the wing when I'm turning, and that might be something to do with the subframe, I don't know, because it never used to do it on the 998 with the same wheels and tyres. But I'm going to lift it up about 10 mil and see how we get on. On the back of the car, I don't have HiLos yet, but I do have a set of HiLos for it. Still got standard trumpets, and this is currently sitting, I've always thought it was a bit high, it's sitting at 10 centimeters off the top of the wheel. There is another way of measuring it. I think you measure it from the floor up to the edge of the sill, and I'm going to have a look at what reference material I've got for that. So I've rigged up this bit of a gauge using a nice long ruler. I've just clamped it on some wood. I've got it parallel to the car. Okay, so to do the HiLos, you've got a locking nut and an adjusting nut, and I think these are, I thought these were fully lowered, but they don't look to be. But anyway, you need a 30mm spanner, which I picked up from 30mm spanner, which I picked up from Halfords. They're expensive, and I'm using an adjustable. Okay, so I just slackened off the locking nut, which is the one at the top, keeping this one at the bottom still. And from the bottom of the HiLo cone trumpet, we've got about 3 centimeters. So I want to raise this. Sometimes, yeah, you can work it out with the number of flats. So many turns of a flat will raise or lower it a particular number of millimeters. So I can measure that now because I've got a ruler there with it, and I want to raise this side probably about 5mm. I want to raise the other side of probably about 10 or 15mm. And I'll give that a go and put the wheels back on and see how we are. Because I'm sitting on an incline as well, I'm getting an unrealistic gap, even though the weight's on the front of the engine, but it's not sitting properly. It should be on level surface to do this really, but it's gonna be a bit of a suck it and see. I just turned up 4 flats, and we're now on, I wasn't on 3 before, I reckon I was on about 2.5. I'm on 3 now. So when measuring at the HiLo, it seems like nothing, about 5mm, but I've done that. I've increased it by 4 flats. So that's 4 turns, 4 flats of the hexagon adjusting nut, and this was on 5 centimeters off the top of the wheel, and it's currently now on 8 centimeters off the top of the wheel. Okay, same on the other side, jacked it up, got my wood under there for support, wheels off, got my measuring stick in place. But what I have noticed is that this HiLo itself, sorry, the camera angle, this HiLo itself is actually at bottom of the HiLo is at 2.5. So this one's definitely lower than the other side. So I'm going to wind that down to 3, see how many flats it is. Okay, so that's 5 flats, and we are currently at 3. So I'm looking at my measuring stick here and wondering why it's not moved. Of course it won't move because the car's jacked up. Okay, looking at the car, I've clearly gone too far. It's as high on the front now as it is on the back, and we've got about 10 centimetres. 10 centimetres, I've got my whole hand in there easily, and on the other side we've got 9 centimetres. Yeah, with my thumb, I can get my hand with my thumb in on the other side. On this side, I can get my hand under. Just can't get my thumb quite under there as well. So what I'm going to do is I shall drive it around, let it settle in. Not drive it around a lot, just take it for a quick drive, let it settle, and then see where we are. So I've done the driver's side, I've turned it 4 flats, and the passenger side I've turned it 5 flats. So I probably want to go maybe 2 flats back, 3 flats back on the passenger side, 2 flats back on the driver's side. Okay, schoolboy error. I'd actually lowered it down and it was sitting on the wood, so I'm going to jack it up, take the wood out and recheck. Okay, quick recheck this side. Yeah, it's come down. It's now lower than the rear. The rear arch is, like I said, that's 10. Front arch is 9. Well, actually it's under 9. We're on just under 9, and on the driver's side we were lower here. On the driver's side we're at 7.5. So I reckon I'll probably just drop a bit on the passenger side, maybe 1 flat. Okay, I just turned it back 1 flat. We're now 8.5. And the driver's side is now showing 7.5. So we've got about a centimetre difference between the passenger side, driver's side. Passenger side is slightly higher. I may tweak it a bit. I'm going to get the thing out for a drive around, see how she is, check it again, check it on the flat as well, and then see how it goes. Been out for a quick spin, and we're now looking at 6 centimetres on the driver's side, and 6 centimetres on the passenger side. The problem I have with my these as well, like I said, the tyres rubbing, and I've just done some quite sharp turning, slow, and I've not heard any rubbing, and obviously by lifting the wheels I've got more clearance at the front there, so I might be able to have the geometry reset. When it was done they couldn't quite get it the way I wanted it because of the wheels touching the arches. But on full turn we are still touching the arch at the front on the driver's side, and on the passenger side just clearing. Obviously if you were going sharp around the corner and hit a bump there, you'd obviously going to bottom out on the wheel arch. And I'm getting 3 fingers on both sides. Okay, thanks for watching.